As I'm doing my setup and I'm messing with the camera settings, I'm looking at my hair and I'm realizing, man, I really need a haircut. Like that. So, welcome. Hello, Eldora. Ducks. How you doing? Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Apparently, I have garnered the attention of the dog. Well, hello, Ruby. How are you? By the way, I also realized that I never undid the cat treat stuff yesterday from the event, or the other day from the event. I won't be doing that today either, because today we will have a co-op session, so I don't necessarily want to overlap with that. So today is a bit different. Actually, this whole week has been kind of unusual. No, there's no need for the whining, Rex. Cut it out. Rex are behind the screen is just wah 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 wah. What? What are you even crying about? Go play. Go. Out of the room. Out of the room. Go on. My goodness. That's why we have two dogs. You guys can play with each other. Anyways, as long as they don't make too much noise, actually. Which would I rather have? The little whining in the background because they're bored? Or the really loud running and barking in the background because they're actually playing? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I gotta say that it makes a lot of sense that this last week has been a little unusual when it comes to people coming into the stream. I didn't realize that the time change had happened for the European area. I gotta say that daylight savings is... I don't want to throw a blanket statement that, oh, it's old and outdated and needs to be removed. But it is inconvenient. And there's a lot of argument for and against whether or not it should be necessary, right? The original argument, the reason why it was implemented was for farming. That way there was more daylight hours to get farming done. I believe that was the original. Now, is that still the case? I don't know. Why am I getting Discord alerts on my phone? No! What are you doing? I apologize for that sudden abrupt no. But, Smokey. Where's my... There it is. Yeah. So, he had hopped up, he had walked over, and he had his face fully into my water, looking at it. Like, that's not for you. Anyways, yeah. So apparently, the European area had their time change, so I'm now like live an hour early for most of my viewership, since I have like 90% of my viewers based in the EU or using the EU time frame, which means right now I'm mostly talking to no one live because it's an unusual time. So, but today we are planned to do co-op with Montu at some point in about an hour. Now less than an hour. So whenever he's available. So in the meantime, we're gonna hop right into this tabletop tavern game. I've not played it before. It's been recommended to me by City Prism, good long time friend of mine, viewer who has been really solid with their suggestions in the past. So, and I'm just looking at the sorry, just looking at the screen here. It looks pretty cool. I like it. It's this RTS roguelite game. I like roguelike or roguelite games. Rogue games are a little hard. Now, Rogue being the original Rogue, you know, the original Rogue game, which is why there's roguelite or roguelite. It's akin to the original Rogue game. Just like they say it's Souls-like, is because they're trying to relate it to the Souls series. Hey! So whenever somebody's like, oh, it's a Souls game, you know what that means because it's relating to the Dark Souls series. Same thing with roguelite or roguelike, is they're relating it to the Rogue game. I like that kind of playstyle within a limit. The Rogue game, though, had like, you start a run, and it's permadeath mechanics. So you keep playing until you die. Then when you die, you start over completely. Rogue light mechanics are like more with meta progression. So as you play, you get better or different things to make things interesting, to make them more unique, or maybe help, you know, improve your odds the first time or the next time around. Kind of like how we were doing with Super Fantasy Kingdom. However, the Super Fantasy Kingdom problem was that it hit a ceiling very quickly, and it was a struggle to get past. I don't know who I haven't watched any other content on it because I wanted to figure it out myself, but I really am curious if anybody has gotten past where I got. I'm not saying like, oh man, it's impossible to get past where I have, but I'd be very curious to find out how people did get past where I was, and you know what they did and what's next and whatnot. Hey, well, what's up, man? And hello, Warden. That was the argument, but I was bad at the argument then, and a bad one now. But the time the clock says doesn't change, but when farm work gets done. That's true. That's true. I would say that right now, with how society is, it seems much more of a detriment than a benefit. That's not to say that it doesn't benefit some people, but it just seems unnecessary now. The only reason why I would find it necessary is if they flipped the script on it. Not the script, sorry. Flipped how the stuff works. So if I'm not mistaken, the longest days are in summer and the shortest days are in winter. If they reversed it so then the days kind of averaged out, because when the sun goes down and rises for most of the world, it's a little unique when it comes to like Alaska or Canada or like the really high northern hemispheres and some of the very far southern. There's a lot more northern hemisphere territory than there is southern hemisphere territory. Where, you know, like there's some places in Alaska that people live that are like, guess what? The sun is like it's either perpetually night or it almost never fully sets. So those are some outlier, you know, moments, but hold on, you know what? Wait, I'm getting way too distracted. We're playing tabletop. I only have like an hour, more like 45 minutes now before Montu is supposedly ready. And we will be doing more EU4, but I wanted to take this opportunity because I didn't want to just not do anything. So we're gonna try out Tabletop Tavern for a little bit. So let's hop into that while we have our wonderful discussions, if we're gonna have any. Okay, so I have the game in windowed mode right now because apparently it doesn't do full screen window. So you can either do full screen or no full screen. It's not like, because right now I actually have like the bar up at the top of my screen that's kind of like blocking part of stuff. So if I full screen it right now, it messes up down below there. See that little, yeah. So it's a little awkward. Shoot. I need to fix my camera now. And I'm not playing Crusade of Kings. I don't need the date to be shown. Daylight saving times is weird. If I leave the house and the sun is out, it doesn't matter if it's 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. That's true. That's true. Studies have shown that the hour lost in the spring causes measurable increases in heart attacks, car accidents, and... Wow. Really? Jeez, that's... Wow. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Oh, shoot. I just realized that I never unmuted the game because we had our own background music going. So let's turn that off. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to Tabletop Tavern. Now, I'm looking at these caricatures in the background, and I'm a little confused and concerned. The reason why is because this style, I feel, is stolen. I'm not sponsored, so I don't have to say everything nice. Nor would I, you know, not say things negative. But these characters... Hold on. Okay, maybe they're not stolen, but they might be purchased assets. It could be that, you know, the game developers are like, I'll just buy assets and then put them into my own game. It's got to be that these are purchasable assets. Because it's the same characters. It's the same style. Hey! And it's made by a completely different developer. Untitled Studios is this one. And then there's the Tavern Master as well, which it makes sense because it's made by the same people with the same style. So I've seen these two games. And now we have the Tabletop Tavern. And it uses characters in the background that are the same as the other one. Also the assets in the background. And it's a different developer and a different publisher, too. It's got to be that this is a purchasable stuff. Which I have seen asset stores that do that, and game developers that use asset stores for that. I've seen asset flip games where they're like, oh, I'll just buy a bunch of assets and throw it into a game, then sell it. Now, I'm not saying that that's what this is. This game does have, like, some interesting mechanics for combat. But... just the fact that that I saw the same assets, I was like, hold on, I didn't know that those developers created this game, only to find out that it's not the same developers, and that really confused me. An asset pack? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so if it's an asset pack, honestly, I don't really care about that. To be honest, I mean, asset flip stuff, like that is a whole different scenario. Using similar assets doesn't really make much difference to me. The mechanics of the game is really what matters. Nowadays in games, sure, back in the day, it's like, oh, it looks super high detailed or a very unique aesthetic and whatnot. But the mechanics is what makes the game, which is why a lot of people went from, oh, I love playing Crysis because it looks so cool, to I play Minecraft. Minecraft was like the pinnacle pillar of mechanic over... I'm trying to find another M word so that it matches up well. Mechanic versus aesthetics, right? Aesthetics are nice, But mechanics is what's, real bread and butter of games. Okay, so it looks like a lot of these are unlocked by completing the demo. Full game, full game, full game, full game. Okay. Interesting. Sanguine Quartz sounds like vampires. That's pretty cool. I would love, the vampires might do undead, but I would love like a necromancer. That might be pretty cool. All right, so we're going to play as the Iron Legion because it's my only choice. Oh, no. All right, no, I might have to go back to full screen because some of my stuff is getting cut off. That just means anytime I tab out... Oh, that's weird. Before it minimized the whole game. Acid. Delete the message? I don't know if I could delete a specific message. I think I can... There you go. If I time you out for 1 second, it deletes all the messages. I have done the timeout thing, but if I do it if I do it the regular way, which I just click on a name and then I time out, it does it for 10 minutes. But if I type in the command manually, I can do it for 1 second. All right, so Treasury is apparently this faction effects is coming soon. It doesn't exist. Signature units also coming soon, which is the Kriegsguard. That's kind of cool. By the way, that is also a cool name. Doesn't Krieg mean army? Is this just Army Guard? There's Kriegsmarine, right? What does Krieg mean? I know it's German. What does Krieg mean? Navy? Army or Navy? Military. Military Guard. Okay. Anyways, the Old Guard, rare units gain leadership and attack. So it seems like a roguelite version of Total War, which, by the way, I think that would be an awesome gameplay thing. Like, imagine if they added like an endless mode or like a challenge mode where you spawn with, like, you have a certain amount of points and you fight against waves of enemies that also can like change or randomize. You get to choose different bonuses for like different units. Like, as you choose rewards to, deal with your stuff, you can then choose like extra challenges for more points. Then the enemy might get different units, or maybe they get different powers or things like that. Honestly, this could do really well with Total War Warhammer. Could do. Who was that? Who just followed? Ramuz. Ramuz? Ramuz. Ramuz. I think it's Ramuz. Because if it was Moose, it would have like O's. Hello? Krieg means war. War Guard. Okay. Anyways, let's go. I don't think I can... Oh, starting gear. Obtained in the campaign. Okay. All right, well, I guess everything is just as it is. Let's begin. Sorry, that was a very long tangent. I mean, that tends to be what happens, but we are on a slight timetable when it comes to streaming with Montu today. Back in a bit. Check on Dolphin. Sounds good. Okay. What? I don't know if I like this. Normally, most RTSs, like, the camera is anchored to somewhere on the map, and then you use middle mouse to rotate around that point. Okay. This could be a really cool VR game. Look at all these people in here. It's Legolas. Or Ryder, whatever you want to call him. That's Aragorn, I think. So, okay. So we have this different path. Okay. Well, we got a castle. Let's see here. Is that a shop? Legend. Hover over to know what it is. Okay, so these are shops. You can actually see on the right side. So, shop, unknown, skirmish. Town. All right, let's try this way. We'll go this way. I want to see what the towns are. So we'll have skirmish, town, shop, and then so on. What is this? An event. All right. Skirmish. What's the tavern's point if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons? Well, I mean, the same thing could be said as to when you're playing Crusader Kings and you zoom all the way out and you see the table you're playing on. Like, what's the point of the table if you're playing on a map? It's just kind of cool thinking like, okay, you're in a tavern and you're playing. Let's manually fight the battle. Controls. Okay. Right-click, issue command, select unit. Add to selection with shift. Group units with G. Okay. Movement. Group selection. Reposition with alt. Pause with. Okay. All right. Unit modifiers. That looks very much like Total War. Even with like the armor piercing, the number of units, the kills, the health, the stats. I feel like somebody had played Total War and was like, you know what, this would be great for a roguelite if like that whole thing where I was like, man, that'd be so cool if they did that, then they got these different options. And they're like, I'll just make a game of it. Charging, cycle charging? Yeah, this person definitely played Total War. Absolutely. Okay. They even got the morale bars. They got the banners. It's... Okay, hold on. Can I not move my camera? With a selected unit, toggle guard mode. Okay, so if I select one of you, we've got guard option. Hold position and not seek new targets. Okay. Interesting. I can't really utilize that. Well, I mean, I can't. Yeah, it's even got this whole... Is that the same sound? No. Why does it sound familiar? I might just be reading into this. All right, begin. Get him. Guard, men. Oh, oops, I unguarded. I don't know where these wolves are going, but they are completely ignoring us. Oh, lordy. All right, surround the wolves. Actually, wait. Guard the flank. Guard, men. I can't actually rotate the camera. Oh, I can rotate with Q and E, but not with the middle mouse. Okay. Why don't you guys back up? You guys go slaughter the enemy. Fight! We're losing men! Wait, where are you going? What? Oh, you're fleeing? No, wait a minute. Yeah, they got broke. Yeah, they got routed. Son of a biscuit, dude. The squad is broken. Let them run. What? No. Go. Go. Oh, you won't chase down units? So when they're broken, they're broken. They don't recover. And emergency key 3 was on a table. Yeah, so if you zoom all the way out in Crusader Kings, you'll notice that it's literally on a table in the background. Like this. It's kind of cool. It has like this extra aesthetic to the game. Like this kind of meta level where you're thinking like, oh, the king or the leader is looking at a map and making these decisions, and it's affecting the real world around you. Gold, a lucky horseshoe guarantees a consumable drop from battles. Okay. Goblin survivors. Oh wow, so we actually lost men. Or we can restore health. Well, I would think that getting this from the very start is pretty good. Because that means every battle afterwards would have guarantees. Rain. Archer accuracy is reduced. Alright, let's fight these gobos. Okay, we don't have any sort of extra thing here. Am I fighting against a goblin player? Or not player, like an NPC. All right, we're going to start the battle on the side because I think the AI... Yeah, the AI, I don't know if they're terribly intelligent. Do they have, like, stamina? Let's see here. Because I would just let them run all the way over here and then, you know, whatever happens is what happens. Normally in, like, Total War, I would let them come to me, so then they're fatigued. But if there is no fatigue mechanic, I think the best thing to do would be to simply engage when I can. I'm awake. I'm awake. Sure you are, he says. Uh-huh. All right. I don't know what those guys are doing, but they're clearly getting distracted by my units. All right. Well, the AI seems to be programmed to run if people are too close to them. So let's engage from the rear and try to crush this group real quick. I don't know if there's any friendly fire. Okay, now that those guys have routed, quickly change targets. Actually help out that group. And then that group can help this group from behind. Yeah, they do have a bar at the bottom. I don't know what the orange bar is. So health bar, route bar. The orange bar does something. I don't know if that's their stamina. Oh, no, that's ammunition. That's what that is. It's ammunition. Because we have it, too, on our ranged units. All right, you don't need to shoot at the runners, because apparently they don't come back. I could nap at any second. True. True, true. Hooray! We did it. All right, now what is my reward? We got a consumable, right? Give. Units held in reserve recover up to 25% of the Ooh, that's kind of cool. Okay. So I can hold them in reserve for them to recover. By the way, hello, welcome back. How are you? Iron Bank generates double gold from interest. Instantly gain 5 gold. Oh, that's amazing! I'll do that. Drink. I don't know why I had to drink it to make gold. Wait, hold on. If I drank it to make gold, does that mean I... That must have been a terrible poop. Just popped in before D&D? Sounds good, man. I hope your D&D goes well. Hope plenty of gold and plenty of experience. I still want to get back into D&D. I just like the thought of like roleplay progression. Uh, mm. The thing is that I love the story and the thought of the progression, but actually like getting into it is a bit different. I don't know. Like I always hear the good stuff about it, but then I forget about the bad stuff. Stream D&D? Maybe. That was a possibility before, but the group that I was invited to join was a little too strict. So I was not. I was immediately turned away by it. Well, I was turned off by it. That's not really the right phrasing. If you have gear you no longer want, you'd sell it. So apparently I get gold interest. Earn 1 gold per 5. Maximum of 5. That's kind of cool. Okay. So we have a town called the Green Tide. It's a little worrying. Is that like a siege battle? Heal all troops and recruit units of the town's race. Or you can fight the garrison. Bounty for sacking. This is a village. 4 to 6 gold. We fight! We fight! You keep the one streak, but your body doesn't hate you. No, I missed it. Oh, you missed what? Second? Missed first and second? Oh, no. No. Ducks got first. What? If you don't want to say it again, don't feel pressured. Oh, the group. So the group that I was invited to join, they were using some online program I had never used before, and I was asking for help. I thought I did all I was supposed to do, and there was just the instructions I was given were confusing. I followed the instructions they told me, but there was missing information as to how I was supposed to go about actually joining. And I was very frustrated with me doing all that I could to try to join and then playing telephone back with, very cryptic or short answers that weren't helpful at all. And then more of a, I don't have time for this. I'll take care of you later. And then I'm like, but I mean, like, if you just give me like 10 minutes of your time, like, I don't, they were too terse. It was just, no.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Just from the interaction, I knew that I wouldn't get along. So I just didn't want to be a part of it. Let's try a flank. Hey! Let's get the healthy ones on the right. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say mean, but they certainly weren't friendly. Hey! It was very frustrating. In the end, I was thinking, I almost feel like I dodged a bullet on that one. What is this? This is, what is it called? Tabletop Tavern is what it's called. Think of it like Total War roguelite. Forward, men! So it's the same type of combat as before. Let's make sure you guys immediately engage the enemy. I want you. Make sure that their units are distracted. Actually, if their units are rushing towards these guys, hey, get in there! Don't stop! I don't know what that noise was. Somebody died. think that was a goblin. A boblin. A bogoblin. Yeah, the way they treated Simus, myself, and another player didn't sit well with me. And how disruptive the other players were. Sealed it for me. Yeah. Yeah, Corsa was, actually, Corsa was the one who was like, hey, I'm a part of a group. Would you like to try and join? I was like, you know what? Sure, why not? Only to find out that that group was not a good fit. So, it is what it is. Some people just aren't. Yeah. Oh well. Is that my units? No, that's theirs. Yeah! Get out of here, nerds! You thought there was no game audio? Yeah, so the audio is a little low. Hey! I guess this makes it easier. Lay ping? Oh. Oh, you lay pinged me. Hello, we have a caller. You're on the air. I'm sorry, but you are the third caller, and we wanted the fourth caller, so you do not win. But we do give you a $10 gift card to your local Olive Garden. Congratulations. Well, then that sucks for you. Wow. Well, next caller. How you doing, Montu? So this was a, think of it like Total War when it comes to combat, but a roguelite game. So I'm going through the levels, you know, trying to use my troops. Apparently I gained, oh wait, no, that's the same troops, but I'm like getting items that buff up my units and give me more gold. I'm now heading to a shop, so I get to see what I could buy. Looks like I could buy a choose one tier 3 unit. Oh, no, they don't hear you. That's true. I need to change the Discord thing. It's still set to the Parabellum EU4 thing, so...
Game at all, and they can't hear me.
They can't hear that. Oh my gosh, even the game was muted! Oh, I'm so bad!
Yeah. I noticed that when I joined, but I thought it was really quiet.
No, the game has... It's so early access, there's zero audio.
It's the earliest of accesses.
And my microphone. Okay, so I won't lie, chat. There's a lot of stuff that's messed up today because my computer froze this morning and I had to force crash it. And when I tried loading the Go XLR, the Go XLR told me, hey, you already have an instance running, so you can't launch this without going to your task manager and closing it. Well, I went to my task manager and I can't seem to find it running. So I'm not even sure how my microphone's working, honestly. The program isn't running. It says it's running, but I can't find it in the task manager, so whatever that means.
Huh.
But we don't have an Olive Garden. Have you not been to an Olive Garden?
I don't even know what Olive Garden is. I guess it's a restaurant. I'm able to, like, from inference, understand that Olive Garden is some sort of restaurant that they have in America. I've never even seen one.
It's like the Americanized Italian restaurant. They got awesome breadsticks. Most people go to Olive Garden for the breadsticks. Yeah, I got some awesome tier 3. Okay, you know what? I could see this being pretty good. Also, I have enough gold bars. I could get another tier 3 unit. Let's get even more Templars.
Goodbye.
Oh, I can also put some of my units in reserve to heal up. Ooh, uh-oh. They have their own super good infantry. I might not be able to heal them. When I have such bad luck, honestly, I'm telling you guys, over the course of my lifetime, I'm pretty sure that I have some electronic poltergeist that's following me around, because almost every electronic that I've had has had weird, wacky issues.
It sounds like a you problem.
It certainly is. It certainly is. My censoring machine? I don't know. What if I said...
You said... It sounded like you said the word... Bop!
Yep. That's exactly what I said.
Did you bleep me on purpose? Did you bleep me in anticipation? I didn't even say it. I self-bleeped. Dang.
Oh, man. Did you hear what Montu just said? I can't believe he just said... That was crazy. Oh, man. We need to cancel him right now.
Your president drops bombs.
Hashtag cancel. Hashtag MontuPlays, more like hashtag Montu says. He said a naughty word. He said. Okay. Anyways, so are you prepared for EU4? I wasn't expecting you to be ready so soon.
Well, I'm basically ready to go in 2 minutes. I'm just going to start my live stream stuff, but I thought I might as well hang out and chat to you. This is secret time. None of my viewers get to find out about it. Sure.
Look, these guys got capes. They're very static, though. They don't actually flow. Imagine having a cape that stiff. Wow. I remember back in the day playing games that had, like, your character had a cape, but it was static. It wouldn't actually flow. And then finding the first game I ever played that had a flowing cape, I was like, oh, it will never get better than this. All right. Oof. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little worried, Chad. These are some very dangerous dudes we're fighting against. Hey, Templars, get in line. What are you doing? All right, let's see if we can maybe use the direwolves advance to our advantage and see if we can clear them out before their units even get to us. They're using some sort of silly charge mechanic. They're trying to charge us from the... What? That still works? Unbelievable. Oh, no. I should not have let my units... Oh, no. We're just getting shot. Oh, no. My poor Templar... Oh, wait, no, that's not the Templars. That's somebody else. That's my halberdiers. Yeah, my halberdiers are not having a good time here.
You try turning them off and on again.
You know, I don't think I want to turn on anybody right now.
Oi, oi. Right, are you hosting or am I hoisting? Am I hoisting?
Hoisting? You're the one with the save, so I think you'll need to host.
Oh yeah, I am the one with the save. You're bloody right. So I have to admit, I did play the save a little bit.
No!
I did, but it's fine. I only accidentally played like 50 years. It's fine because
we could just reload the other one, right?
Yeah, no, we want to reload from when it was good.
Okay, all right. You know, honestly, I was tempted to. I was like, man, I could continue with whatever save I have just to play around and fart around with it. I was like, nah, I should probably wait. What kind of scumbag would, you know, play a save without the other people? Yeah. Honestly, Chad, look at these. These Templars are doing pretty good. This group held the line so well. They were nearly about to rout, but we managed. We did it, Chad. Templar strong. Templar strong together.
I have sent you the ID and password, sir.
All right. Increase the prestige of a unit. The first gear pack in the shop is free or heal. I think I need to heal. I think I need to heal all my lads.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to be live in like 2 minutes. So.
All right. Now, if this game had co-op, chat, that would be pretty dope. You guys up there. There we go. All right, what's this? Unknown event. A skirmish. Well, now I have all of my lads. Although actually the pikemen probably should have healed up.
Do you even have EU4 open?
I'm just now realizing what this is. Montu and Simus in a Paradox game, but thankfully not CK3. Wait, I mean...
We're allies
what?
this time.
Yeah.
Not like the last time when we were allies.
Yeah, the last time we were quote-unquote friends. Uh-huh.
Not like in Hearts of Iron when we were allies either, eh?
Honestly, each time, like the only time we weren't like really helping each other was the Crusader Kings. That one was
Yeah, you were very rude.
Hey, I will blame your compatriots starting all of that, okay?
You did something, so I sanctioned child murder. It happens, okay? It was reasonable and proportionate response. I stand by that response.
Yeah. My response was because one of your people kept sleeping with my wife.
They kept sleeping with my wife too, to be fair.
Okay,
So,
like that makes it any better. Does that make it any better? It's like, oh, he murdered you? Well, he also murdered me, so therefore that cancels it out.
Right, I'm live in 2 seconds. You got EU4. You going?
Oh yeah, no, I totally have EU4 loading and joining right now. Pay no attention to what's currently happening on my stream.
Well, I've stopped looking at your stream.
Okay, good, because it's definitely EU4 that's loading right now.
Around, sir?
I am screwing me around? No. Square, yes. Around? No. Wow, those wolf packs just annihilated my, I'm wolf packs? What? There's no wolves in EU4. I didn't, what? That's a weird thing to say.
The what? The wolf packs?
Hey! Yeah, my swordsman just got absolutely annihilated by those wolves. Also, I don't know why, but my archers went into melee. It was really weird.
Well, I'm live. Hello chat. Hello YouTube. Hello Twitch. We're continuing with EU4 with Simus. As soon as Simus decides to join us.
What advice do you want? Oh, as much advice as you're able to give. But no, hold on. Aren't you doing? You're doing Dungeons and Dragons today. You can't give advice.
Can we merge chats again? How do we do that?
Oh yeah. So you go to this either my stream or in on your browse,
Well,
and then click the knock.
Notification.
You know what?
That's how it works.
You know what? Fine. Fine.
Oh yeah, we're at war with the Ottomans. I remember that.
Wait, abandoned run and quick start.
You know, in the single player game, I gave it a little run. It didn't go so well for the enemies of the Ottomans because in single player, the AI just immediately disbanded all of their armies and were like declared bankruptcy. And then Europe got hit with like 50,000 peasant wars.
Oh, right,
like
because we had the
Austria,
Great Peasant
Brandenburg,
Rebellion or something. There was some like Great Peasant Crisis across like all countries. Yeah. I had that as well as a regular peasant revolt at the same time. So I was getting like a +9 a month. Yeah, everybody should be able to hear you. But hold on, chat.
No, only your chat could hear me.
Oh.
None of my chat could hear me. I'd stupidly left myself muted and you open. Say something again, Simus. There you go.
Something. I was about to say something else. Man, the amount of times I have... Anyways, I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to retitle it, and then we will do EU4 in a moment. That way, this is wholly separate for the Tabletop Tavern. Give me